You're watching The Whole Living Show on Trajectory TV.
Everybody, it is that time for the Whole Living Show. Welcome back to another episode of the Whole Living Show. So listen, we are going to start this show off a little heavy. So I just want to give you that prerequisite that it's going to be a little heavy here. So get your tissues out because this is serious, but this is something that we need to share, that we need to talk about, that we as a community of people need to gather around this thing. Okay. So there's a movie out there and it's called The Sound of Freedom. And I want to make mention to this movie because it just brought some real things to light. And it's something that needs to be shared with the world. And that's what this filmmaker has done. So we want to make sure that we get this message out there. So I'm going to play you a clip first, and then we're going to talk about this thing because I got some points to share and I really want to raise awareness here. So here we go.
Well, all I can say is that when I met this real hero 8 years ago in Los Angeles, California, and I learned what he was doing, traveling around the world with his team undercover, rescuing children who were kidnapped for sexual exploitation, children, 3-year-old boys, 5, 6, 7-year-old girls who are being raped 10 to 15 times a day for many years. And after the client doesn't want them anymore because they're not fresh anymore, they jump into the second business in the black market of organs traffic. They open them and sell their parts. And I was in shock. I was in shock. And he said to me, Eduardo, it's very sad what I'm telling you. But it's more sad now that you know if you do nothing. It's more sad than now that you know it, if you do nothing, what are you going to do? Right. I asked myself and I asked God, what can I do to end child trafficking? I'm a filmmaker. I have a, I don't know how these guys, they manage weapons, right? They're experts. I said to Tim, I have a weapon of mass instruction and inspiration, film, and I'm going to use it. So I made a promise to God that I will dedicate my life to end child trafficking through the art, through film. Thanks be to God. And I said to him, but Tim, what, United States, I mean, this is a global problem, right? It's a global problem. U.S. is the #1 consumer of child sex in the world.
So did you get that? That was the hard part that I was stunned by. The United States is the #1 consumer
of child sex. And Mexico is the #1 provider. I'm from Mexico. I love Mexico. I love the United States. This nation has been such an amazing blessing in my life. Opened the door to my dreams. God bless this wonderful nation. God bless Mexico. And we need to work together because we're not just neighbors. We're brothers. We are brothers. And we can make America and Mexico great together.
All right, everyone. You saw that clip. And you heard the gentleman in that clip say that the hard part was that U.S. was the #1 consumer. No, I'm sorry. That's not the hard part. The hard part is that any country, anywhere is a consumer. That anybody allows for the stripping of children from their homes or the streets, right? Because some of the kids are runaways, but from their homes or the streets, in order for them to be trafficked for slavery, for organ donation, or for sex. It is despicable. The hard part is that anyone, anywhere, actually allows this to happen. So I want to give you some statistics here. This industry, and I mentioned last night, I hate even calling it an industry because it shouldn't be called anything, right? But this industry is $150 billion per year industry. And let me tell you what they mentioned also. It has surpassed gun trafficking. It is about to surpass drug trafficking. And the reason why they say that it's so successful is because when you do a transaction for guns or drugs, it's a one-time transaction, and then you have to go do a refill, right? When it comes to kids, they sell these kids over and over and over again. You heard him in the video. He said 10 to 15 times per day, they are sexually molested and raped and sold. And they can sell them multiple times. You can have one buyer to the next buyer to the next buyer. This is despicable. So this is why we are here. You heard him say he has a weapon of mass instruction. So do we right here on the Whole Living Show. And I went to see this movie. My beautiful friend told me about this movie, Luz, and I know she's out there watching. And when I saw the trailer, I'm like, I have a platform. And I will not let this go by. And I'm a mother, and I will not let this go by without sharing this here. So I want to also share that at the end of this movie, I want everybody to go out there and see this movie. And it's hard and it's heavy, I know, but it's necessary because kids are being stripped from the United States, from Mexico, and around the world in order to keep this industry thriving. And we need to make a stop. And the way for us to do that is to stay aware. If you see something, say something, right? They said that for 9/11. Well, we need it here because there was a story here, right here in South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, but close to me in South Carolina, where kids were being taken from a Walmart store. And there was a mother who was followed around the store who had her daughter with her and had to ask another patron of the store to walk her outside because two men were following her in every aisle that she went down. And it is a known place where kids are being snatched. We need to stay alert. And if you see something, you say something. No child should be stripped away when people are paying attention. We need to pay attention. And I used to always say to my son, even when I used to go pick him up from sporting events, practices, if I saw any child that was waiting for their parent, I would wait in my car to see if they got picked up by their parent. And I made it my business to know who the parents were because no child should be left behind, not on any adult's watch. This is despicable. And they did not want this movie to come out. It took 8 years for them to finish this and get this distributed where it could be seen globally. And it's still not at every movie theater right now. So much so that at the end of the movie, they have a message for you to share this movie, to buy or donate towards this movie so that people can see this movie, so that it can get out there, so that we can stop this, so that we can raise awareness. And in this movie, you had one very brave, very courageous Homeland Security agent who decided to do something more than just get the traffickers. Okay. So in this movie, it was shared that, they were stopping the traffickers, and they said to themselves, well, what about the children? And decided to do something about saving the children. So they went on this crusade, and I'm calling it a crusade, a beautiful crusade, to save as many children as they possibly could. And they did. And they had backing, and they met a lot of resistance, and they got the backing that they needed. They went into some very shady and dangerous places in order to do this, but they were courageous enough to do so. So if Agent Tim Ballard can do that, we need to do our part to raise awareness. So I just wanted to, I have to mention this. We're going to mention this again at the end of the show. I want to bring something up here just one more time for you all, so that you can go out there, you can donate, you can go see the movie, right? Don't let this go by. There's an organization right now. It's called Operation Underground Railroad. And it may sound like, the Underground Railroad of the past, but these kids are being bought into slavery for labor. Again, I'm going to say it again, labor, sex trafficking, and organ donation. So donate to Operation Underground Railroad. And then also, here is the movie trailer. You can buy a ticket for somebody else. Go buy your ticket here. Money that is being raised for this movie is going towards efforts to still save the other lost, beautiful souls that are out there who need our help. So let's raise awareness, everybody. We want to bring attention to this. Get to the theater, know what's going on, see what's happening in your community. Pay attention. That's all we need to do. Pay attention, be aware. And if you see something, say something. Do not let this go by. So I just wanted to mention this. I thank you for just being here and allowing me to share this. We shared it on Fem Talk last night. It's here on the Whole Living Show. We are going to continue to raise awareness around this. I'm not letting this die, because I'm a mother and I just don't believe that children should be left behind like this. Not in this way. I don't understand how people can go through this and look at the faces and in the eyes of these beautiful children and allow these things to happen. So we are not doing this anymore. We are not going to allow this to happen. And we're going to continue to raise awareness around this effort. So I appreciate you all. We're going to get into the show, though. I have an amazing guest waiting backstage. Stay tuned if you want to hear more about this, because we're going to mention it again at the end of the show and actually play the trailer as well. So don't go anywhere. We're going to a quick commercial break, and then I'm going to introduce you to my beautiful guests out there. All righty, everybody, here we go.
Operate out of your dreams and your vision and not other people's expectation. Having breast cancer wasn't my choice, but the decision to live healthy so that I could stand before you here today, that's choice. You can choose this very moment to change your life from every perspective.
Tracy Randolph was our speaker. She came back because so many people liked her first presentation. I was one of those people that joined her fitness group, and it made me a better leader.
I grew up in a community, but they had limiting beliefs on what a little black girl could do. Everything that you do in this life is a choice. I choose to live healthy. I choose to change my mindset. I choose to be everything that I dreamed of, because I choose faith and I choose me. Live healthy, be everything that you can be today. Choose yourself.
And we are back. Thank you, everyone. So now listen, I have this amazing young lady backstage. Her name is Orinthia Duncan. I want you to meet the ultimate boss lady, she says, and I love that because she is. She absolutely is. With over 10 plus years experience in various industries, such as the restaurant industry, retail, technology, finance, delegation, and outsourcing. She is a force to be reckoned with, and I love that. Orinthia is not only a personal development and business coach, but also an avid learner who is always seeking to expand her knowledge. Listen, if you guys don't know her, you need to know her. I'm just going to tell you this, but always looking to expand her knowledge and skills. Her focus on business systems, automation, and delegation is second to none. And we're going to get into what she has for you. Oh my goodness. She guides business owners to a place of protective, supportive excellence in their business, which allows them to bring their business goals and passion to fruition. Ooh, but her experience does not stop there. Orinthia is also a master of time management, delegation, helping her clients to not only optimize their business systems, but also to delegate tasks and responsibilities, allowing them to focus on their strengths and passions. She is also deeply spiritual and incorporates this into her coaching, helping her clients to find balance and inner peace in their lives and business. Orinthia takes a mindfulness, intuitive, and transformational approach, considering not just the external factors of business, but also the internal well-being of the business owner. That's the type of coach that you need, everybody. Overcoming the lessons and utilizing the blessings of her past has brought her to this place of passion, purpose, and vision in her life, brand, and her businesses. And we're going to get into that. She is a true believer in the power of continuous learning and development. We should never stop, which she incorporates into her coaching style. With Orinthia's guidance, you can expect to not only reach your business goals, but also to grow as an individual leader. I want everybody out there to give this beautiful young lady a virtual round of applause. Come on, we want to hear it loud. Let the energy flow. Here she is, beautiful Orinthia.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh my goodness. Before you get started, Tracy, oh my gosh, thank you so much for allowing me to join the Whole Living Show. It's just a blessing to be here and following so many amazing women's footsteps today. And yesterday I looked through some of your older episodes and I was like, okay, in the presence of, greatness. And I'm grateful for it. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I'm so glad that you are here. Listen, everybody, we got connected on Clubhouse. She is a force to be reckoned with, as she said in the bio, but I can attest to it. And I hope you don't mind. I just want to share. And I thank her for her patience with me, right? Because I'm a crazy entrepreneur who's all over the place, right? I'm doing a lot of things. But she has so much patience. But what she does, too, is she listens. She pays attention to what you want, but then kind of helps to tailor that into what you need. So I can remember when you sent me the first thing that you've done in your beautiful system, and we're going to get into that. So I don't want to say it or tell too much yet, but I was so amazed by what she put together because I'm like, wow, she heard me. She heard me not only in the Clubhouse rooms that we were in, but when we had our first conversation. And I was like, I absolutely love what she put together, from the aesthetic look of it to just the words and how I was hearing it. She really pays attention to you. So I just want everybody out there to know you need to get your life and your business in order. She is the woman for you. So let's talk a little bit about how you started, because you have a wealth of experience in a bunch of different industries.
Right.
So
okay. You. So I got started with the business. I would say I had some of the most amazing, hey Melissa, I had some of the most amazing teachers, which are my parents. My mom and my dad, they are first generation American citizens from the Caribbean, Jamaica to be precise. So yes, we are Caribbeans, and they came here. They brought all of their family here as well. So they were the first ones that I saw starting businesses and setting examples for just so many. Right. The first business that I worked in with my parents was their corner store, and this was in New Jersey, in Plainfield, New Jersey.
Jersey girl.
Okay. So I started working in that corner store at the age of 9. So I got to see so many things. So from keeping inventory, stock, customer service, all of these things I didn't really know was going to be like the cornerstone of me actually having my own business, right? And you know, even though my parents did it their way, you know, I learned so many different lessons from that. And at the age, I would say around that time as well, my dad brought home our first computer. So he was like, look, you in charge of this. You learn it and then you teach everybody else. So
I love that.
Spaghetti. Okay, just give me a second, okay?
We have real life going on. So she's a mompreneur.
Well, I'm a mompreneur first. So if you hear my little coworkers in the background.
That's right.
Okay. But I literally learned how to use our first, I would say it's a Windows computer, and just learned it and taught everybody else in the family. And from there, I just had this, you know, fascination with tech the whole time. Not right now though, baby. But when I'm finished, we can do it. This is what she gave me, y'all. She's serious. She wants it to be ready.
She wants us back.
Okay. Love you. Okay, I'll be right back. But yes, from there, I just, you know, took this love of tech and, you know, just ran with it. So everything that I ended up getting myself into, whether it was in the finance industry, I remember doing credit repair for myself after I got with my partner. I was like, girl, why is your credit looking like this? All of the businesses that I was in, I literally have learned life lessons for them. So they became passions. I find myself only being able to do the things that I'm truly passionate about. So even finance, restaurant, my mom and dad, they were amazing cooks. So I've been around cooks the whole time. My mom had a restaurant for about 13 years when we moved here to Georgia, and she left out of that restaurant business. So I have literally been in the background of so many different things, everything, like I said, from retail, technology, finance, and just the whole nine. But getting into systems, I have to say, is the culmination of all of those businesses. I found myself, every time I started a business, I would always find myself working on the back end, on the particulars, on figuring out how I'm going to make everything work seamlessly together. I always had partners who would be awesome at just being the face and just get on out there. But me, I'm like, okay, so if you're out there and you're doing all the selling, how is everything else connected? So I always find myself so just intrigued with everything that happens in the back end of the business. And then I was like, oh, this is actually a business all on its own. So let's dive deep into this. And that's how Systems Are Sexy was born, y'all.
Yes. And I love that you say systems are sexy too, because
they are. Well, okay. If we kind of take the perception of, you know, all of the clicking and all of the coding and all of the things that make it not sexy, and really think about what it does for us, right? How it makes our lives easy, how it actually helps us tap into self-care, because now we're spending less time in our business, more time on doing the things that are bringing us money, and more time with our family, our friends, more times with ourselves, right? I found myself when I first got into the systems industry that I was doing all the systems for other people, but I hadn't done them all for myself. Like I had a vision for everyone else. And I'm like, yeah, girl, we gonna make this connect here and this connect there and that. And you're gonna save 20 more hours for the week. And then I sat with myself and I'm like, well, you know, if I do this and I connect this, it'll all work. But am I really gonna have more time because I have to create more things? So really what helped me understand how sexy it was is, I would say maybe about 3-4 years ago, I almost had a emotional breakdown. I know I had a physical one, and that led more to me just feeling like just drained and just emotionally like I couldn't hold it together. But that was because I wasn't giving myself the same grace I would give all my clients and give others, right?
Why do you think that was?
I really think it was I wasn't doing the things for me that I was doing for everyone else, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, back then, I didn't have a coach for myself. I just knew, okay, y'all, let me just freeze. If you are in business, okay, and you don't have a coach,
You need a coach.
coaches as well. This is going to be a valuable lesson, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches need coaches.
That's right.
You can't be out here thinking you can learn it all and do it all by yourself. You need coaching. So if you guys walk out of here with anything, get a coach that can support you in the ways that you need. For me, I didn't have a coach at the time. So I was just stemming off of my own knowledge, wisdom, understanding, right? And draining myself to the point where I just didn't have anything else to get, right? So for me, with that breakdown, I literally had to take a step back and truly figure out, okay, how am I going to make this work? Because this is my passion. I really love systems. Systems are really sexy to me. I like all the numbers. I like it. I like automation. But how can I make this work for me? I have 2 baby girls coming up behind me. I have, my amazing partner. I got to be around. So I got to change what it is I'm doing so it can support me. Allow me to be a true example to everyone who I'm supporting. Right.
Yeah.
So that was a breaking point for me, and I truly feel like if I didn't have that, and I know I say it all the time, especially when I hear your story, Tracy, so inspiring, but dang, why did we have to go through that? So we can learn,
Yeah. You know what's interesting, because I was in the same boat, like not focusing on myself, the health part of me, right? And I wasn't a health coach at the time. However, I just noticed that it happens in various areas of your life. Like you said, you didn't automate your life, but you were automating everybody else's to make life easier for everybody else. And I always say that to women that I coach in regards to their health, like they're doing everything else and not taking care of their own health, but helping everybody else do that. So it kind of spills over into different industries. And I see that you were in the same place.
Yes.
Yeah. So we want to make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do that are going to keep us whole, which is the reason for the name of this show, The Whole Living Show, right? So I want you to get into what you have there, because I see it behind you. Hi, baby. You can join the show too. Because I see it behind you there. It says Metaconnects. And of course, I know Metaconnects, but just tell everybody what Metaconnects does, because listen, I'm just going to put it out there first. As a business owner, we've got funnels, CRMs, emails separately, scheduling, and all these things are in different platforms, right? Oh no. Social media, right? There's so many different things. We got Excel spreadsheets, right? So tell everybody out there, yes, pretty girl. Tell everybody else out there the things that Metaconnects can do. Because, when I saw it, when I heard you talk about it, I'm like, oh,
it does. It does a lot.
But to be able to reel it all in, right?
Okay.
So talk to us about that.
So the top 3 things that Metaconnects allows every single entrepreneur to do is, first, capture with confidence. A lot of what we do in business is capturing clients, capturing leads, capturing prospects, right? Now, giving you a way to do that, right? Easily, effortlessly, and confidently, right? A lot of us don't go out there and we don't feel, confident about what it is that we are offering because we don't have our back end together, right? So Metaconnects first allows you to do that. Show up and show out easily and effortlessly with confidence, right? Second thing, it allows us to nurture, okay, all of those captures. So all of those leads, those prospects, those, clients that we have come into our business. Ma'am, can you read it over there, though? Love you, just over there.
And once again, everybody, this is real life, so we support the baby.
It is, and she's like, I want to read you a story right now. So, here you go, baby. No. Okay, but I need a moment.
It's always when mommy's busy, right? When the babies want some attention.
Okay, let's get all the snacks that she wants and the drinks. I made sure she was okay before I came on here. Okay.
Of course, but listen, Mom, that's not good enough. But I love even the fact that what you're doing shows your baby girls entrepreneurship.
Because when I get up from the desk, finally, they come over here and they start typing away on the computer, or they're okay. This screen is showing this, and this screen is showing this, but my ultimate goal is to be the best example that I can be for them, because I know they're coming up and they watch everything, right? So as much as I can, I just want to be that amazing example for them. So
absolutely.
Where I was, y'all, before baby girl wanted to read us a story, was that we nurture all of those captures. It's important. Nurturing is important, everyone. As a business owner, you got to nurture your leads. You got to nurture those prospects, right? You got to nurture those clients. And if you nurture leads correctly, they turn into prospects. If you nurture prospects correctly, they turn into clients. Once those prospects are ready to become clients, you make money. Okay. And that's one of the biggest, the third thing that Metaconnects allows you to do. It allows you to collect those coins with confidence as well. And this is so important because clients and money, that's the lifeblood of our business, right? If we don't have clients first, we don't get paid from clients, we don't make money, and we can't make our businesses thrive. Right. A long time ago, I used to be wanting to help everyone for nothing. Right. But I realized that wasn't going to take my business to where it needed to be. Right. I can see, and I can see what people need. And I'm truly passionate about helping people get to where they need to get to, because I see the gap. I can bridge it. Right. And I know systems are essential in every single business. I don't care if you doing janitorial services or you're an executive. There's a system in every single business that you can use to optimize that business and take it to its highest heights, right? But you have to be willing to do what it takes. And if you are able to automate all of those different steps and those processes in your business, everything from capturing to nurturing and then to collecting your money, right? Okay, all right.
Come join us. Are you going to say hi? Say hi to everybody out there. Say hi, everybody.
No way.
Yes.
But yes, if you're able to.
Are you singing for us?
On a walk.
Okay, you're going on a walk.
Tennessee.
Are you going to serenade everybody on the show? Okay, I got you. You want to bring in the bowl? Bring in the bowl. I got you.
Not yet.
Oh my goodness, I love them. They're my choice. Okay. All right. So I just.
She's getting the mom look right now.
Okay. So I just wanted to end with, yes, those 3 steps are the best ways to describe what Metaconnects allows you to do seamlessly, effortlessly. Get into it.
I love that. So I love that: capture, nurture, collect, right? And I love that. And listen, I want to say to everybody out there too, regarding the last part, right? Because especially when we're doing our passion or purpose work, right? People don't think that you should collect, and you absolutely should. So if you are a spiritual person, if you believe in God, right? Like, you're supposed to collect. You're supposed to have abundance. You're supposed to go out there and allow your purpose to bring you wealth and riches. Why? Not just from the financial standpoint, but, resources, relationships, everything. Like, it's from, an all-encompassing place, right? So I love that you said collect. So, we don't want people to shy away from that. And listen, she's not giving Metaconnects as much credit, right? I love how she wrapped this up because it's a great way to say capture with confidence, nurture all of the captures, and then collect your coins with confidence. But I want people to really realize what it will do for them. For all of our entrepreneurs out there, whether you're seasoned or starting out, this is something that you need. And the reason why is because, like I mentioned earlier, there's funnels in there. There's links to your social media. You can do your social media right out of it. Your CRM is captured in there, meaning all of the contacts that you have and you need to communicate with those contacts, you can do right in there. You can put your website in there. You have your scheduling in there. Like there's so much that goes into it.
Whole Living Life show.
Yes.
Tracy is just scratching the surface.
Yes.
Okay. Some of our awesome, most recent features that we've added to the platform. Mm-hmm. We have an affiliate management section that allows you to manage all of your affiliate marketing with your clients, your products, and your services. What else have we added? We've added blogs. We've added a client portal to allow you, when you create your courses, when you create your memberships, to now show up super professional and just, like a higher quality program. Okay. We also have something that is in beta right now, but we have communities now that we're going to be offering. Communities will allow you to take your, I would say your business community, people who are looking for you, your support groups. You can take those off of Facebook now. Actually have them in the platform, and now you can nurture, capture, nurture, and collect all in one place now. Fully.
I love it.
It's so many different things that we're adding to this platform.
Yeah.
And of course, funnels, websites, forms, surveys, a CRM. These are all essential business tools that you need nowadays. You cannot, exist in business, whether virtual, digital, or, in physical. You can't exist without those things. You gotta have them, right? But all of those added features, Tracy brought up a social media manager. So important, because if we're not showing up on social media, then how are we spreading the amazing word about, the products, services, or offers that we have, right? We have gone from a society that's just neighborhood wise or local to now global. And why would we want to stop ourselves from being global? If somebody in another country wants to purchase our services, we got to let them.
Yeah, that's right.
Ready, okay.
And I want to share one more thing before we take a commercial break, which I was like blown away by, that you can track your KPIs, your key performance indicators in there. So like where your business stands. Like that's amazing too, because I'm doing that on the spreadsheet right now. So
I smile so hard because one of the key reasons that I did have that, breakdown with myself in my business all those years ago was just trying to figure out what's working, right? If you are consistently in business and you have so many different campaigns, whether it's marketing, sales, whatever, you got to figure out a way to track all of that data. And look, I like spreadsheets, but we need to with the times.
Right.
Some spreadsheets can be a little overwhelming sometimes, okay? But I was not able to really track what was working and what wasn't working in my business. And that is so important in you having a thriving business. You got to know what's working so you can lean in on that thing and really push forward and be successful. So KPIs are sexy.
Yeah. Yes. We're going to take a quick commercial break, everybody out there. We're going to come back and let this beautiful baby sing to us. But we will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, because you need to learn more about Metaconnects and how it can help your business and how to get connected. All right, here we go. are back, everybody. So if you missed the first part of the show, you want to make sure that you go back and watch it. But we're here with Orinthia Duncan. We are talking about systems are sexy, and we're talking about her system, Metaconnects. So listen, we want to make sure that you connect with Orinthia, that you get into the spaces that she's in. If you don't understand what we've been mentioning about how you can kind of reel your whole business in with her system, you need to make sure that you connect with her. So we have, let me just give this to you first. All right, everybody, you can do a 30-day free trial. That's huge. 30 days for free to get into the system, check it out, see what it does. Go in there, look around, make sure that it works for your business. But listen, I have had all these different applications for all the different things that Metaconnects does, and I'm just getting in here. But boy, oh boy, once I really get automated, it's going to be on. I'm telling you. So listen, you can click this QR code right here. You get your 30-day trial for the system, for Metaconnects. Go in, take a look, see how sexy it actually is.
Yo, tap into this. One of my, I would say, super pet peeves is selling things or, having people invest in things that they never tried, right? Mm-hmm. And I know me, when I really decided that I'm going to lean in wholeheartedly to the system side of business, mm-hmm. that I wanted to create and be in partnership with a product that would truly support, business owners in all of their necessary needs and functions. Mm-hmm. Y'all, we are in 2023. If you are not online, I don't know where you've been at. Come on, come with me. Okay. Come with me. I'm gonna show you gotta get online, okay? Come with me. I will hold your hand through this. But you have to be online. If you do not have a digital brick and mortar, today is the best day to start. Okay. Mm-hmm. You are not left behind. You can still get it done today. Okay. So setting up that website, setting up that funnel, getting your course out to the world so people can truly experience what it is that you have to offer. Mm-hmm. You are not too late. Get in here. And if you're a business owner like me, I had 10 different systems that I was using prior to me actually creating and, working with Metaconnects. Mm-hmm. I was paying $800 a month mm-hmm. in tech. And I was happily paying it because in order to simplify my life, I had to really lean in on what I was telling my clients to do. Yeah. But when you're being responsible in business, y'all, you got to check your checkbook and make sure, okay, well, look, the math ain't math here. And if there is a better product, right, out there, then I want to get my hands on it and I want to be able to share it with people who need it as well. So 30-day free trial. I want you to get in there. I want you to test it out. I want you to see how amazing it can work for your business. Scan this QR code. I gotta make sure I'm wording it.
I know with StreamYard it's like backwards, but
right here. This will automatically take you to a checkout page where you will sign up for a 30-day free trial. You will also get a free onboarding session with me so we can talk about your unique business needs and goals. And also I can show you all the bits and bops in Metaconnects, value just like, everyone else who gets in there. Mm-hmm. The platform, there are a few other people who have similar platforms to this, but I'm going to tell you right now, the thing that's different about Metaconnects is that you get that true support and guided vision with me and with my team. Like Tracy said, right? Mm-hmm. The listening part, that's the part that's really important. Like you can jump in there and you can create systems on your own, no problem. But are you truly going to create something that, identifies 100% with where you're trying to go with your business? Yeah. Haven't you wasted enough time like throwing spaghetti at the wall? Yeah. And like really trying to say to yourself, okay, I really want to do this thing. I don't want to waste any more time. Let me just do it. Yeah. So that's where I come in and I help you truly put that vision together with systems. All right.
And she truly is amazing at it. So I just have to put that out there because, Yeah, I can attest to everything that she's already done, and she's waiting patiently for me to finish. I know she's like, "Come on, girl."
And I was like, Tracy, I was like, okay, I know you going on vacation, but you know,
Right, right. But her and her team are amazing, and they really do listen to you. And I'm telling you, I was just amazed by everything that they've already done. Because it really it fits, right? And you want to be able to focus on your core part of your business, right? So once you get this set up, you'll be able to do that pretty seamlessly, right? So that's what I'm focused on doing with her now. But man, oh man, I tell you, it's absolutely amazing. Like her and her team, I really like when I read the words too, I was like, oh my gosh, like she gets me.
That's me.
That's me. That's what my business is all about. So I don't even know if I communicated as beautifully as she did when she wrote it out and put it in the system. So I'm like, this is amazing. So you want to make sure that you get in touch with her. And if you've been out there and you're like, I've been looking at, and I'm not going to blow any other systems up, right? But if you're like, I've been looking at X and I've been looking at Y and I've been looking at Z, because I know there are some out there, this really does cover everything that you're going to need in your business. It really does. And like she said, 30-day free trial right here. Click the QR code. So you're not at risk for anything to go in and try it. And she's even giving you an onboarding call to explain some of the things that it does and to listen to what you have in your business. So you want to make sure that you connect with her. The QR code is there. I'm going to put it up one more time because QR code is there.
Y'all better sign up, okay?
The QR code is there. The link is also in the comments here on the show page as well. So feel free to go in and click that, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. We got you covered. It's there. So give us your, last words before we go. We have about 3 minutes before we wrap this up. But last words for people to know about you and about, everything that you have to offer.
So last words. So much to say. Y'all, systems are sexy when you get the right ones that support you, right? I have heard so much around AI and automation and the machines are coming, run, hide. Yo, automation is a true reflection, or your automation can be a true reflection of who you are as a business owner, as a leader, as a boss, right? But you have to take the time to really be intentional about what you want to put out into the world. And that's a huge part of my coaching, allowing people to know that their voice can be heard, their products or services or their businesses can be presented in the light that they would like, and still be held at the highest standards, right? Still be automated and functioning with AI and not sound like a robot or a fake person, right? But, still be able to live your best life, have a self-honoring business that doesn't drain you. It actually lifts you up and allows you to be that true thought leader that you've always wanted to be, right? So systems are sexy. Connect with your girl. I got you. If you didn't already scan that code, tap the link that is already pinned in every single one of our chats here. And ultimately, really and truly, just dream big. Don't be afraid to dream big, because when you have systems and when you connect with me, I'm gonna make sure you push that thought process in your mind to get to that place where could I really get there? Yeah. Yes, you can.
Yeah.
With me. Let's do it together. Okay.
I love it. And she truly will push you in the small of your back. That's
all right. Come on.
That's right. I love you, my dear. I thank you for being here. I appreciate you. You'll have to come back because I see that, there's more things in there that are going on. And I know your wheels are always turning. So you're always looking for better ways to do things as things progress. So you'll have to come back and continue to share because there's a lot of business owners out there who need your help. So we thank you, my dear. Don't go anywhere. Stay in the backstage for a quick moment after the show. I just want to start with you for 1 minute. But we appreciate you. Thank you, everybody. Give her some virtual round of applause. And don't forget to click that link and connect with Orinthia. All right. All right, everybody. So listen, I want to also just show you the trailer for the beautiful movie that we shared earlier. Like I said, I'm going to keep putting awareness around this. I am not stopping. You heard me earlier talking about the sound of freedom. I want to put awareness out there to everybody. If you see something, stay alert. We want to protect our children. So look at this trailer right here.
I don't think I can do this job, Tim. As soon as I lay down, all I see are those kids' faces. How long you been doing this? 12 years. How do you do it? It is the fastest growing international crime network that the world has ever seen. It has already passed the illegal arms trade, and soon it's gonna pass the drug trade.
Señor Timoteo, tú rescatas niños, ¿verdad? Quizá puedas ayudarme a encontrar a mi hermana.
Imagine walking into a room right now, seeing an empty bed. What will we do?
We're Homeland Security. You know we can't go off rescuing kids in Colombia.
This job tears you to pieces. This is my one chance to put those pieces back together.
We're talking about extracting an 11-year-old girl from an army of rebels.
Not just her. I'm talking about rescuing hundreds of kids.
She could be a block down the road, or she could be in Moscow, Bangkok, LA.
Over 2 million children a year are being sucked into the deepest recesses of hell. If we do nothing, someday it's gonna reach the likes of you. What if this was your daughter?
Wherever I go, I find my way home.
If you would like to help us expose the horrible reality of human trafficking by bringing this true powerful story to the big screen, express interest now at angel.com/freedom.
All right, everybody. So there's a QR code right here. You know, go see the movie, donate towards somebody else who can't afford it to see the movie, but stay behind this effort. We're going to keep talking about this. And, you know, earlier I shared that it's $150 billion per year industry. How disgusting is that number? But I'm not concerned about that number as much as I'm concerned about the 6 million children that are in slavery right now. That's the number that we want to avoid from climbing. That's the number that we want to reduce. Let's forget about the money and focus on the kids, because that's really what it's all about. And then if everybody had that attitude, this wouldn't even exist. So we want to make sure that we're staying on alert, that we're protecting our children in our own communities, in our homes, out there when we're out at the stores. Just be aware, you know, and don't allow anyone, just not on your watch, right? Not on your watch. That's one of the best things that we can do, because kids are being stripped right from our own communities. So don't think that this is a Mexico problem with US consumers. No, this is an everybody problem. This is a global problem, and we need to do something about it. So do your part, stay alert. If you see something, say something, right? Do not sit quiet and allow these things to happen. And be on guard. And I'm not talking about in fear. I'm talking about just being aware. So we just want to bring light to this. We're going to continue to do that. I appreciate you all out there for being here on the Whole Living Show. This is it, you guys. just support these efforts, because this is something that they do not want to continue to get out there. And we want this to be a long-lasting movie. You know how you hear some of those big box movies and they get these astronomical numbers? Well, here's where we want the numbers to go up with this movie, because we know that efforts are going to go towards saving more children. And that's what the goal is here, to save the children. So we appreciate you here on the Whole Living Show. Tune in next week, where we will be here at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, once again with TC Akora with TC's Business Solutions. We thank you, everybody. We will continue this effort, and we will see you next week. Here we go.